shift here in our weather this week, and you might get a little drizzle out there too this afternoon. If you are in the San Gabriel Mountains, though, that's where we could see up to about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of some light showers happening over the San Gabriels as we head into this afternoon. Nice to have some wet weather in the forecast. We still have some winds that we'll be dealing with too, and we're going to see those pick up a little later today and into tomorrow morning. But we have a nice cloudy, cool view here from Irvine. This whole week's going to be cool, and we have multiple opportunities to see some rainfall, so that's going to be really nice for us as well. Overlooking Burbank, right, and Chino Hills as well. We have another storm coming in this week, and that will bring us a better chance to see some rainfall here, so we'll be talking about that coming up in just a little bit, guys. I'll send it back to you for now.
All right. Thank you, Brianna. And
yeah, good morning. It's nice to be talking about some rain here in Southern California. Today, we're not expecting a whole lot. You might get a little bit of drizzle out there, but if you're in the San Gabriel Mountains, you might get closer to about 1/10 of an inch to maybe 1/4 of an inch as we head into this afternoon. But today should mostly be pretty quiet in terms of rainfall until later this week, and that's when we'll see some bigger changes. Other than that, it is partly cloudy and it's cool outside. That's the difference. And then we also are going to have some more winds that will be picking up, but it's still cool. 59 degrees out in Pasadena, 60 in Burbank, to 55 miles per hour along the I-5 corridor. If you are traveling up along that 15 just north of the Cajon Pass, we're going to be seeing some strong winds there as well into tomorrow morning. Aside from that, we have some changes here, and it's all thanks to this trough that's kind of just drifting through California here, and it's bringing all this cloud coverage. With that, bringing the potential for some moisture from that cloud coverage, so we might get a little bit of drizzle and maybe some light shower activity for some of the mountain communities heading into this afternoon. After that, in a couple days later this week, that is going to be the better shot to see some more rainfall here for us. But as we take you into the afternoon, you can see the cloud coverage and a little bit of moisture out there. It's not a whole lot. And then as we get into tomorrow, things will start to wind down. It'll quiet down until about Wednesday night or Thursday. That's when this next round of rain is supposed to come in. And we're expecting about 1 inch to 2 inches of rain for some of the coastal spots, the valleys. But if you're up into the mountains, a couple more inches than that. So that'll be really nice to see. Los Angeles, no chances. Well, first of all, we're going to be dealing with winds today, tomorrow. And then later this week, snow levels, they're going to remain fairly high as of now. So we'll see what happens as it gets a little bit closer. Right now, about 7,000 to 6,000 feet. And then as we do get closer, we might start to see those snow levels drop a little bit. And to see some showers too. Not so much today. There is a small chance you may get some sprinkles, a little bit of drizzle out there. Unless you're closer to the San Gabriels, we might get up to about 1/10 of an inch of some light rainfall there this afternoon. Other than that, though, it is a cloudy and cool day outside. And as we head into the rest of the week, we do have some better chances to see some rainfall. So we'll be talking about that in just a little bit. It's cool. It's 61 degrees out into LAX. You see some of that cloud coverage there. Aside from the potential to see a little bit of drizzle or a light shower out there this afternoon, we also have some winds that we'll be picking up later today. Mostly just for the mountains and the deserts. But this trough that's bringing this cooler weather, some cloud coverage, and the chances of some rain, some light rainfall. We're also going to be seeing some winds too. So mountains, deserts, gusts up to about 50 to 55 miles per hour. Getting stronger overnight and into tomorrow morning. So in all the canyons, the passes, the mountain communities, we'll be seeing some gusty conditions tomorrow morning. And it's all because of this trough. So this trough is drifting through Southern California. It's bringing all this cloud coverage with it, and also bringing the chance to see a little bit of wet weather out there today. It's mostly, most of us not going to be seeing too much later this week, and that's the more exciting storm we'll be talking about. But just to show you this afternoon, you see some cloud coverage moving through and a little bit of moisture out there. Not a whole lot happening. You see some moisture up into the mountain communities on and off through tomorrow morning. You may still get a little bit of that left over tomorrow morning, and then the next shot to see some of this is going to be either late Wednesday or on Thursday when that next round of rain is going to come in. That's going to bring us pretty much through the weekend, so it's nice to see some rain chances. And later that night, a tiny chance to see some of that shower activity picking up. And if we don't, then we should see it on Thursday. That will take us through the weekend as well. Could see about 1 to 2 inches of rain here with the storm. Staying cool. Temperature is very chilly overnight. But it's really nice to see some of this rain in the forecast, especially what we're expecting later this week.
Yeah. We love it.
Just anything that we can get, little bits at a time. So thank you, Brianna. Okay.
Yep, so a big heads up. If you take the 91 westbound, we have an accident in the Yorba Linda area, but it is going to affect you coming from the Inland Empire. And this is such a tough spot too anyway, heading out of Corona. But we do have a lane that's blocked off there. We had a couple cars that were involved in this crash at Yorba Linda Boulevard. And you really just don't have any alternates in this area. So just make sure you leave a little early. Delays. We'll have another check coming up in just a little bit. Guys, I'll send it back to you for now.
All right, Brianna, thank you. Riverside Police.
1 westbound. Unfortunately, we had an accident that happened a little while ago, and so it's just a tougher commute than usual, and it's out into the Yorba Linda area. It's backed up to Corona, though, and on this stretch of the 91 West, you really don't have any other options, so make sure you leave early for this one. We have a couple cars involved in this accident. It's at Yorba Linda Boulevard. We just have one lane that's blocked off, but it's enough to be causing quite a bit of a backup. It's always tough this time of morning, too. All right, we'll get a look outside your commute out into the orange area here. And the worst problem is out onto the 91 westbound at the moment. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you.
Earlier, but they've all gotten cleared out of the way for the most part, but we did just have another one that popped up into the Corona area, and the backup's pretty bad here. It's on the 15 northbound. All right, we have Gabe Santos up in Air 7 HD weekend. Not seeing too many cars out there just yet, but a couple problem spots. Most of them have been clearing pretty quickly, but we've been following this one out into Corona, and this is the worst backup that we really have out there. It's on the fair in downtown LA right now. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thank you.